Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today I'll be reviewing the IWC Portugieser Chronograph in stainless steel with a blue dial, reference IW371606. I'll tell you a little bit about the history, then I'll tell you about the case bezel dial bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with just a tiny bit of history. The Portugieser Chronograph is one of IWC's most coveted collections. They make many different collections, as you can imagine. Engineer, to name some of them. They make the Portugieser, the big pilot that's very famous, the Aqua Timer that's very sporty, and so on. Okay, so they don't, and the Portugieser is one of their, I want to say the best line, but it's definitely one of their really nice lines. They don't have that many lines actually, so it's one of their nice lines. And of the Portugieser, they make many different variations of it, as you can imagine. And this is the most basic, as in it's stainless steel, and they make it with a blue dial. They make other variations, of course, like white dial, with different material, rose, yellow, gold, whatever, many different variations. But the variation that we're going to look at today is just the one in stainless steel with a blue dial, which I imagine is probably the one that most guys would like to get, because blue matches everything and stainless steel is very rugged. Okay, so with that said, this watch, the reference IW371606, it's a newer version of the predecessor, which is reference IW371491. And basically the only difference is the new version that you're looking at here has a new in-house movement, which we'll get to, in-house movement that we'll get to in a moment. Yeah, and you'll see how come it's worth the extra money to buy this one as opposed to the previous version. Okay, all right, let's start with the case. The case is a 41 millimeter case, which actually, if you ask me, is a very nice size. It's a dress watch, but IWC does a good job of making their dress watch a little bit sporty, even though it is a dress watch, and it has a height of 13 millimeters. So that is not too thick, not too thin, just the right size. And of course, if you look at the case itself, I can't say it's like a super amazing case, like something out of this world or anything, but it is certainly a nice case. It's a very basic one, but the watch is not meant to be like, some crazy standout watch that is so spectacular. It's meant to be a good dress watch that has a little bit of sportiness to it, and thereby it would have a very simple case, and it does. But it's not a bad case, a very simple but good case. It has these old school pushers, kind of look old school on it. Okay. All right, now let's move on to the dial here. And it's the same as the previous generation. The dial is just a blue dial. When I say just a blue dial, well, in most brands, having a blue dial makes it charge more money. But in IWC's case, it doesn't really, they don't charge a premium for it. So that's a good thing. It's a nice blue dial, and you can see that the top, you have a minute counter, 30-minute counter, and at the bottom, you have the running seconds. So you can, and then, of course, you have the start-stop at the 2 and the 4 o'clock, which start the big seconds. So you can do a countdown or, calculate elapsed time. Okay, that is for the dial. And actually has not really changed from the previous generation. The previous generation was using Arabic numbers, the sunburst blue dial, Breguet hour markers. So yeah, it's quite nice. I'm not sure if you call these Breguet hour markers. I guess you call it Arabic index markers or something, or Arabic markers, sorry. But at any rate, okay, let's get on to the fun stuff, which is the movement. Now this is where it really gets fun, because the movement is IWC's in-house 69355, and it replaces the previous generation, which used an outsourced Valjoux movement, 7750 base movement, which this Valjoux 7750, if you know much about watches, you'll know that movement was used in like every freaking watch. They used it in the Breitling Bentleys, used it like it's just a ton of watches that had chronographs because it's a good movement. It works well. There's no issues with it. It's going to last a long time. But you know, it's a generic movement. They made it for many other watches. So IWC said, you know what, we're going to make our own movement, do everything in-house, and we're going to do it really well. And yeah, the result is what you see. A big rotor that fills up the back, and it's cut out, has a nice design to it. And I think it makes the watch look much more elevated in this configuration with the open case back to display the movement. Okay. All right, so that is the movement here. And I don't want to get too much into specifics because, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's a beautiful movement. It works well. I mean, what else is there to say? But I guess I can say this, though. Interestingly, they completed this movement with 205 components. It's a chronograph. Other chronographs can use up to like 350 movements, you know, components. I just wonder, what are those other companies doing to make it, you know, with so many parts? It's not like those other companies, I'm going to name the name, but it's not like those other companies are more accurate. In fact, I put this on a time grapher earlier and an amplitude of 300, and it was like plus minus 1 second, which is, if you know what that is, then it's a lot. It means that the watch is quite accurate. Okay, anyways, so that's my thoughts, or let's move on to my thoughts, which is trying this watch on. Now I have a 7.5 inch wrist and over 200 pounds, I'm 6 foot tall. So you see this watch looks quite nice on my wrist. In fact, 40 millimeters is just a great size. My thoughts are that for the retail price of 8,000 something, whatever this is, retail price, and us offering it for quite a bit less than that, we're offering it around 6,000 and change, 6,005 for used, and like, you know, 7,000 and change for new. So at this price point, you know, you get a top name, a nice color, a good size, in-house movement. So it's really quite a nice watch. So if you'd like to buy this at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.